There's a shift in gear happening. Car designers are breaking out of their automotive industry confines and entering the world of construction. Yes, you heard that right. From Porsche to Aston Martin, some of the most renowned supercar manufacturers on the planet are now getting into the skyscraper game. It's a move that ultimately extends the reach of these upscale brands from the streets into the very homes of ultra-wealthy consumers. And it helps both the car manufacturers and property developers to stand out and tell more of a brand's story in their increasingly crowded respective markets. So buckle up as we take a look at 6 buildings with an auto architect in the driver's seat. Kicking things off, let's drive on down to Miami, where you'll find the Porsche Design Tower. Completed in 2017, the 195-metre, 60-storey residential skyscraper contains just 132 units, priced from $4 to $18 million US. Much like the curvature of a Porsche car, the $560 million tower is cylindrical in design. But its sleek architecture isn't the only innovative aspect of it. At the building's core is a large hollow shaft with 3 custom-built elevators. But you probably won't be having awkward run-ins with your neighbours here. That's because they're made for transporting cars. That's right, the Porsche Design Tower has come up with a way so residents can park inside their condos. The patented technology called the Deservator comes from the minds of desert development. Just like the round central core, the elevators are also circular with glass exteriors. Residents begin by driving their car onto the rotating pad, where it spins round into a position to face the elevator doors. Then a sled jack device goes underneath the car and moves it onto the machine. At 243 meters a minute, the car zooms up to the designated condo's sky garage, all while the driver remains behind the wheel with the engine off. Some units even have multiple space for multiple cars, because why not have different cars for different days of the week? Each elevator can carry up to 8,000 pounds, or about 3,600 kilograms, which is equivalent to the heaviest car made. That's the Rolls-Royce Phantom, because sometimes a Porsche just isn't enough. But surprisingly, engineering an elevator to carry a car that heavy wasn't the hardest part.
The biggest challenge was the government. I mean, getting things approved through the fire department, through the elevator department. This doesn't fit, this doesn't check any of their boxes. So we actually had to go to UL, Underwriters Laboratory. We actually built a test facility in Chicago, which was 150 feet high, where we had the car elevator itself.
But while the Porsche Tower may be the first to use the Deservator, it isn't the only structure that's implemented the technology. Not too far away in Miami is the site for the future Bentley Residences, another luxury car brand designing a luxury residential tower. Set to open in 2026, the 227-metre, 63-storey skyscraper will be the tallest oceanfront building in the country, with great views of the Atlantic. The Bentley Residences will be oval in shape with a recessed diamond pattern exterior that's inspired by the cars. Its triangular panels are going to face different directions to avoid reflections that could potentially melt surfaces or even cars below. Something that did actually happen over at the infamous walkie-talkie in London. To one-up the Porsche Tower, the Bentley Residences will add another Deservator for a total of 4 that will allow residents to park their vehicles in one of the 216 units. According to the Financial Times, 40% of those units have already been sold, bringing in over $500 million in sales.
The Deservator itself effectively adds 40% more sellable to your building. So that's an economic, boon. And that's why we went ahead and did that. And then putting it with a car brand, the car brand gives you great design, great direction. You'd have to hire a designer anyway, so might as well have somebody where people can really relate to.
Once inside, residents can enjoy the views from their large terraces that take up half the square footage of the condos. With all that space, each balcony offers a private pool, kitchen, and an outdoor shower.
Those units that don't have the car in the living room sell for more money because people don't really care about having the car in the living room the way I did. They bought it for the privacy aspect. This is the only building where you can really have a home in the sky. You can come and go without asking for a valet, or someone to come help you. You take your car up the elevator and you're 2 steps away from your front door.
Not to be outdone is the future 42-storey Bugatti residences in Bugatti, Dubai. Even though the city is home to a number of record-breaking structures, a luxury-branded skyscraper is definitely going to be an eye-catching one once it completes. Inspired by the essence of the French Riviera and Bugatti's sleek sports cars, the exterior design is a combination of curves and lines. But that wavy structure isn't the only feature that captures the spirit of the coastal cities. This building will also feature its very own private beach. And just like the other supercar properties, Bugatti residences will also have specially made car elevators, although it hasn't been confirmed if it's going to use the Desavator technology. With all these luxury car makers adding skyscrapers to their portfolios, it's clear they see the built environment as the next frontier for their ultra-luxury lifestyle brands. But one company is taking it further than just designing one structure. Aston Martin, the British car manufacturer, has unveiled not only a skyscraper in the last few years, but a custom private home and condo units that come with a special bonus for those who purchase one.
You'll be using this Aston Martin DB5 with modifications. Now, pay attention, please.
Just like the other branded towers, Aston Martin's tallest is down in Miami, where James Bond is sure to feel right at home. Topping out in 2021 at 249 metres with 66 stories, the skyscraper is now the second tallest in the city next to the Panorama Tower. With its unique sail-shaped design, residents have access to amenities like a private cinema, an art gallery, and an infinity pool stretching out across the 55th floor. Although Aston Martin doesn't include a car elevator like the others, it does include a space to park another luxury vehicle. The tower includes access to the only deepwater marina in Miami, the perfect place for residents to dock their super yachts.
Miami itself is, it's a huge market for these guys. I mean, they sell a lot of cars here, especially the car guys, They sell a lot of cars here. You drive up and down Collins Avenue, you see tons of Porsches and Bentleys everywhere. And so it's a city where the condo market is mature and it's ready for this kind of branding to come in. People are looking for the design, the style.
But this luxury brand's real estate properties don't end there. Next on the list in upstate New York is SYLVAN Rock, a black cedar angular home created by Aston Martin in collaboration with S3 Architecture. Like the cars, this design is defined by clean lines and natural materials. You can see that in its jagged and dark metal roof that allows the home to blend in with its surrounding rock formations. But of course, it wouldn't be a property designed by a car manufacturer without an epic garage to store said cars. In true Bond style, SYLVAN Rock has its very own secret lair. Fit for a Bond villain, the glass-walled space sitting at ground level is made to show off luxury vehicles and was actually designed by Aston Martin's dedicated division for lairs and garages. But if you're missing the hustle and bustle of the city, Aston Martin has yet another residence waiting for you in Manhattan. To round off the list are these 5 Aston Martin designed residences. Located on the 59th and 60th floors at 130 William, the units are set apart from the rest of the building with materials, furniture and finishes from the luxury car brand's home collection. There's even an entry hallway covered with a bronze crosshatch, a signature look of the company. But if that isn't enough to turn heads, each apartment comes with its very own limited edition Aston Martin SUV. That's what we call a serious 2-for-1 deal. These companies are all clearly getting creative to stand out in an increasingly competitive marketplace of high-end automakers. And as luxury car brands develop real estate projects like these, the lines between consumerism and architecture are becoming increasingly blurred. By expanding their brands across multiple industries, they become more than just the face of a luxury vehicle, but an entire lifestyle in itself. It seems the built environment is just the next frontier, marking a new chapter in architecture's evolution from a simple home to an investment asset. This video was made possible by Bluebeam. You can learn more about that at the link below. Don't forget that we're inspiring the next generation of builders through our investment into BrickBorrow, a fantastic LEGO subscription service. You can learn more and get started today over at brickborrow.com. And as always guys, if you enjoyed this video and you want to get more from the definitive video channel for construction, make sure you're subscribed to the B1M.